Peace to the royal blood out there. To all the gods and goddesses out there. May we continue to raise our vibration continuously. On this level and this dimension of continuously being tempted by the evils. So, this video is in relation to the proper consumption. And when I say proper consumption, it could be all around the board, on all levels. You got to be careful what you consume as far as conversations, different programs that you're adopting or willing to download within your solar makeup. Food, things of that nature. Be careful of the programs you watch on YouTube. These false idols, these false teachers. And so I want to talk about what we supposed to be eating. I think I made this clear previous, but I think I need to elaborate more on this topic so we can be clear. The fact of the matter is this, is that eating is fine. Consuming a mineral-based, crystalline, diet is supreme. When we talk about GMO foods and things of that nature, you have to be on point. You have to know the knowledge, the intel of how the fruits and vegetables have been manifested within this realm. And you tend to study these things once you hit these markets that are in your neighborhoods. So with that being said, do not consume any GMO foods. And another thing, vitamins. Vitamins are hybrids. You do not want to consume vitamins. Vitamins are artificial minerals. Vitamins been created in a laboratory. So those things you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from your GMCs, your vitamin stores, places like those, because those are an extensions of Rite Aids. Rite Aids, they sell pills, Rite Aid pharmacies. It's another form of a pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? More so in a positive light from your Rite Aid. But in other words, we got to know us not being human beings. We deal with the source. Okay, we don't deal with anything artificial. We deal with the source. And the source is the solar light that gives us what we need here on this planet. The solar light penetrates through this earth aura, this earth shield, to bring forth seeds into the soil, bring forth rain. And then the rain help manifest the growth process within the soil, that help the seed grow and manifest to its full potential. So we can harvest these plants, vegetables, these herbs that we supposed to consume on a daily basis. And you gotta know that when we consume these foods are actually there to assist the body. And once it assists the body as much as it's able to, that's when you have to fast. And when you fast, you helping your body work on building cells continuously, heightening up your cells and heightening up that mineral count within your body. So once that take place, okay, you're building up your soul energy, and then the soul energy overrides the body. And then once it overrides the body, you will encounter certain, not even certain situations. You will encounter out of body experiences, and we talking about where as though you're beginning to go outside the physical now. You're beginning to explore the astral realms and things of that nature, because you're going outside of the shell. That all comes in accordance with you being beyond the flesh. If someone tell you that you're not supposed to be fasting, they giving you illegal intel, which is information. They giving you false information, false information to mislead you into you not internally knowing yourself. You got to know thyself. Work what's going on internally. Food that help us assist, that assists us within this realm, that's still focusing on things outwardly. Whereas though you feel as though you got to eat every day. I got to eat this, I got to eat that. You're still not going beyond the physical. You still feeding the flesh. Even the fact that you're vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, you're still focusing on the flesh. Yes, it advances you. You know what I'm saying? When you consistently consume the proper diet, yes, it's a guarantee you'll be charged up. But that's where you let the minerals and the cells in your body do its work. And once it does its work and you consume the sunlight when you can, and you fasting, give it about 3 to 4 days. But within that time frame, what you want to do is you want to consume lots of water, the proper water, because all water is not the same. And then you want to put chlorophyll in that bottle of water that you're drinking. You want to have at least a gallon of water filled with chlorophyll, and then have a gallon of water without chlorophyll. Either way, you can do it either way. Either way is fine. Whether you want to have chlorophyll in 1 gallon of water, that's fine. If you can suffice off that, that's even better. Because when you put that chlorophyll into the water, you're heightening up the frequency of the water, the pH level. If the pH level is at 8, you heightening it up to 9, 10, so on and so forth. Once you put those chlorophyll minerals into your water, and in chlorophyll, there's copper, there's silver, So, with that being said, those who are speaking about the spirit realm and this and that and that and this, the spirit realm, we in the spirit realm. Just in the physical. We are here in the spirit realm, in the physical. Now, when you jump out your body, you will see the out of body spirits once you jump outside your body. The higher realms are above this planet. When we talking about the ethers. And that's what it is. When you consuming the original vegetables and fruits, things like that, you're consuming ether. You're consuming ether. You're not consuming electricity. Electricity is a shell shock. Electricity shocks the aura. It weakens the aura. We talking about the souls here. Ain't nothing electricity about us in no form or fashion. There is no electricity that flows through real souls. It flows through spirits, and we talking about humans. Only humans have spirits. The non-ether beings, we have souls, which represents the heat, the sun. Anyone that go against that is a rebel or a clone or a human. Strictly. There's no cutting no corners, no shortcuts. If you want to see God, you can't have no fear. You cannot have no fear. You got these cats talking about they ready to go to war and all of this and all of that. You ain't ready to do a goddamn thing. And you still focused on the physical. You're not doing a damn thing. Have a seat. Straight like that. Have a seat. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how these people talk out the side of their face and haven't experienced the spirit world. They don't know what the spirit world is. They enter the spirit world every time they go to sleep and dream. Every time you go to sleep and you're dreaming, the body is asleep and you out of your body, but you don't remember exiting out your body. So you go straight to the dream world, which is the spirit world. That's the spirit world. You in the spirit world every day. Some people don't dream. Why? Because they got a lot of mucus buildup. Some people don't remember their dreams because they have a mucus buildup. Dreams supposed to be messages. Supposed to be messages. You're supposed to have a consciousness while you're dreaming. Some people just flow and don't even know that they're in the dream. They actually think the dream world is the reality. They on autopilot, in other words. They in autopilot. So these guys talking about, you need this energy to go to the spirit world. No, you don't want to go to the spirit world. The spirit world is where the dead reside. That's where demons are. Family members, things like that, friends, people out here in the planet that hasn't ascended and haven't been reincarnated. So they have to occupy that time and space until they're able to occupy a vessel. So with that being said, the spirit world is not it. You can go to the spirit world and try to talk to certain, beings, brothers and sisters that are lost. Watch that movie Sixth Sense. They telling you what the spirit world is. They tell you what the spirit world is. That little, so-called white boy in the main character, he playing as the little black boy, with his third eye open, whereas though he can see the demons in physical. His pineal gland is open. And Bruce Willis, the whole time, being next to that little guy, he didn't even realize he was dead. The whole entire time. He was in the spirit realm. The earth is the spirit realm. You want to go to the ethers where the real is. You don't want to go to no spirit world. The spirit world represent death. Death and destruction and order within chaos. It's a lot of chaos over here on this planet, but it's order within it. You go on the market, the chaos energy is the GMO foods, the hybrid products, and you got a massive amount of people flowing through markets. That's the chaos. Noise, fluctuating within that dimension. But within that dimension, the order is, you go into specific aisles where everything is neatly set up. The fake is not even naturally. The fake is orderly set up how it needs to be so everybody can consume the hybrid reality. quietly, orderly. That's what it is. When you fast, you're going beyond the flesh. And you're showing the higher gods that you're in the position of being acknowledged and honored to move forward with the higher beings and be in connection with the higher beings. That's the gist of it all. That's the gist. Stay away from that spiritual talk. You know, they trying to line y'all up. I don't get why, you know, I'm gonna call people the blackout race because they really cannot comprehend what's going on. They trying to psych themselves into thinking that they conscious and awake, but they just like the rest of the dead. You know what I'm saying? They're just like the dead. You know, playing this role, psyching themselves, thinking, oh, you know I'm a soul being, but I'm a spirit. I'm on spirituality. Nah, that's not it. Or maybe you are a clone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're fake. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are fake. And you part of that spiritual realm. That spiritual realm represents death. You know, but when you fast, you'll see for yourself. Start fasting for at least 3 days. Give it 3 days without consuming anything that is solid. You can, consume your liquids such as your water, your chlorophyll, maybe a fruit blend or two, along with some water within those days. But try not to even consume much of that. You want to let your body know that you're in charge. You in charge of the flesh. You tell the flesh what to do. So now you, the energy, the inner self, knowing thyself, soul, once you're in charge, once you're the general of the body, correct? All right. Now you're moving forward to being in connection with the higher realms. Now they want to communicate with you even more because you're raising and you're heightening up your frequency to raise up to their frequency. Because your body, your vessel is becoming cleaner. So once your vessel become cleaner, you're going to experience some things that you never thought that you could beyond this physical realm. Once you realize this, you will see and you will know who these fake fraud phonies that are talking about spirituality, we're the spirit, it's about the electric diet, and we electric beings. We're into the electricity. We into chakras, and chakras is not what it's really cracked up to be as far as the wordplay. You shocking Ra. Ra's the sun. They trying to shock your aura with the electricity. Consuming an electricity diet, consistently having you stare at electricity all day, every day. Excuse me, sirens. The Matrix. They want you to consistently shock your vortexes, your solar light that's within you. You have solar suns that are within you. It's not chakras. It's solar vortexes that you have flowing through your vessel. I just wanted to make that clear. And I really needed to make that clear. This is a deep topic because small things such as speaking about the spirit, and we need to be focused on spirituality and stuff like that. That's a very big deal. It may seem small to most, but it's major. It's a major topic, and the small few is going to have an understanding of what's taking place and what's being said. because they play rituals on your mind. Use this word play to convince you that that's the it factor. Spirituality never been the it factor. And those who talk that spirituality talk, they only reached a certain level. Because if they really knew who they were, and we talking about these melanin base heads, if they really knew, they wouldn't even be calling themselves melanin. They wouldn't be calling themselves carbon and then saying, oh, we melanin, and then saying we melanin and saying we carbon and going back and forth. Is either you one or the other. You can't be both unless you're a hybrid. And we talking about mixed breeding, Have human, have God. Have human, have goddess. This is all logical. It's not rocket science. And I don't get why the blackout race don't get it. Maybe because they are remedial and they will never get it. They are spirits in the Most High's clothing, trying to front and fraud like they're it. Frauds. But I'm gonna close this video. Fast for at least 3 to 4 days without even consuming liquids. Don't even let your job, none of that bother you. And stay away from keep the sexual tension within. That's another thing. You want to keep that sexual energy, within. You don't want to, because that's what keeps your aura in place. We really not supposed to be doing that type of stuff unless we about to create a life, but, that's why they going hard on these social media programs to promote, sex so much, which is just sacred energy. That's sacred energy. So they want to keep you suppressed into the, the root vortex, so you can give in and submit to that. Keep that concealed and fast and see where your soul take you. Peace. I'm out of here. Continue to raise your vibrations. Much honor.